I'm Grazia, General Manager at All Street, and today we are gonna cook a delicious dessert that is typical made during Christmas. So obviously I'm not gonna be alone, and we have Fleur with us that is gonna join.
Hi, Grazia.
Hi.
Thank you for having me. I'm Fleur from People and Wine, and I work with Farah on the culture, people, engagement, and I also consult in wine. So today I will have a little wine for us to go with the dessert.
Oh, that's amazing. Can't wait for that. So today we're gonna make a Pandoro. So Pandoro is this typical dessert that is obviously made just during Christmas. And but we're gonna do a different version because especially during Christmas, we spend so much time with family and we do have kids around. So what I thought we can kind of tweak a little bit the recipe and have fun with the little one. So we're gonna make a lemon cream, and here you got all the ingredients. Well, we got a bit of lemon juice. You will need a lemon, a bit of flour, not too much, bit of sugar, eggs and milk. So this will create a lemon cream that we're gonna use to decorate the Pandoro. So first of all, what you need is just the egg yolk. Oh, this is difficult. What do you usually prefer, like, make as a dessert for Christmas in France?
So we will have, before our dessert, we will have to have cheese.
Okay.
A meal is not finished without cheese in France. That's what my granddad always told me. But for dessert in France, we often have a bûche, which is a log. So it's a dessert typically looking like a log, a wood log. And it can be either in ice cream, chocolate, praline, or you would have a lemon raspberry one, or one with not as an ice cream, or is all like very similar to chocolate cake.
Okay.
And we also like eating Italian Pandoro.
Oh, really?
But we tend to have it for breakfast.
Okay. So it depends. Well, we do for breakfast as well, but it, you know, is a bit. You will find so many Pandoro and panettone over Christmas in the houses.
Yes.
So you will have as a dessert and as breakfast. So now that I got the egg yolk in a bowl, what I'm going to do first step is to add the sugar first and mix it a little bit.
And is that the one cream you always do then for your Pandoro?
Well, it depends. People can do the lemon cream or can do with chocolate. It's just to have fun with the kids in the kitchen, you know, because there is quite a lot of cooking over Christmas. So sometimes, you know, you don't want to leave them alone. And so it's nice to...
I can participate.
Yes. So then we add the flour. And at this stage, you will add a little bit of lemon juice.
So with the lemon, I guess it gives a nice little acidity to it, so it's not too heavy as well.
It's not too heavy and it's not too sweet because obviously the Pandoro is quite sweet.
Yes.
And in addition to this one, I will just put a bit of lemon zest as well.
Delicious.
Yeah.
You get the smell as well of the taste.
Yeah. So at this stage, what we will do, we will put our milk into a medium pot. Just put.
So you're going to cook your cream?
Yeah. And then what you will need is to cut in half the lemon and actually use the lemon in the cooking process. And the best way to do it is just to use the fork that we mix it. And just put in there and lock it like that. There we go. So we're gonna wait until the milk is actually warm. We don't want to kind of boil in it, otherwise we're gonna cook the eggs.
So you actually bring the milk to the mix rather than the mix to the milk?
Yeah, you can do it both ways. That's the way my mom actually taught me. So I keep to this recipe and to this way of cooking.
And what is your favorite way to eat it? Is that with the lemon cream?
It's with the lemon cream, chocolate. Wouldn't mind chocolate, but I think, yeah, it depends. It depends. Lemon is actually, yeah, the best one. I prefer, yeah. So let's see if...
So you don't press the juice of the lemon?
No, no. If I want to actually add a little bit more acidity, I will add some extra lemon juice at the end of the cooking process. So it will kind of stay and smell a bit stronger.
So it's just to give a bit of flavor.
Yeah. And you can use any flavor you want, to be honest. You can add vanilla, you can add, you know. Okay, let's check the milk. Put a little bit up, so we're nearly there.
We use a lot of vanilla essence in French desserts.
Really? In Italy, well, it
Vanilla
depends.
pods.
Yes.
And you've got the grain. It tastes so good. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's quite delicate as a smell and as a taste as
Yes.
well. Yeah. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, check the milk again. So, and just pour this one into the pots.
So into the pots.
Yeah. And into the milk. And start stirring like that.
So you stir it with your lemon still
Yes.
into it.
Yeah. And I'm going to put the fire a bit lower because I want all the ingredients to come together. But while I'm doing this one, what have you prepared for us to drink with it?
Absolutely. So today we have what we call Rajol Tokaj from Hungary.
Interesting.
Yes, because I think people often think of, you know, the classic French dessert wine like a Sauterne or a Montbazillac. But I find them a bit too sweet. I think, again, it's a preference. But for me, they lack a little bit of acidity. And I thought that would work really well with your lemon Grazia.
Okay.
Because you can really taste the citrus fruit in it.
Okay, I think we're going to try with the cream first and see exactly the
Absolutely,
the
we
flavor.
should.
Yeah.
So a good way to really taste wine and food is to keep them both in your mouth.
Okay.
Yes. So I would recommend to first try the wine on its own and then to have a little bit of food. Again, just a bit of cream like that with nothing. Then have some more cream, keep it in your mouth and add the wine to it.
Well, I'm curious.
So obviously you've got a couple of grapes, but the main one to remember is ferment. So this is in Hungary. There are a few producers produce it. And I've gone for a smaller producer here who is a bit less known, who actually got some medal over for that wine as well from the decanter.
Oh, that's amazing.
And you will see, you really get like extra ripeness from peaches a little bit, almost some tropical fruit, but you then got after that nice citrusy flavor you still have. So it's not just completely sweet, it's very well balanced.
Oh, nice.
Okay, you've got some dry ones as well, but this one obviously is a sweet one. But even within the sweet, they call it putionos, and I probably don't pronounce that right. So it's different point, kind of, which is the level of sweetness you get into the wine.
Okay.
So you can choose if you like it sweeter or not, really.
Okay.
So I hope you will like. And that's what I was saying as well, that could work quite well with cheese, with blue cheese.
Okay, and why?
I think it's the contrast, you know, it balances each other and it works quite well and it would soften a little bit, especially if people are not massive blue cheese eater. If you get a wine like that, it softens it up a little bit. So it tastes really good.
Well,
What would you drink with it?
Well, it depends where you're coming from, if north or south. But usually we will end up having a coffee and then the Pandoro and drink it with Amaro, which is a typical digestive. You can have different digestive made from artichokes, from fermented wine, otherwise you got grappa, which
Yes.
is quite famous and quite.
I saw you put a bottle here of the grappa as
it
well.
was just like as a reminder. And the lemon cream is ready. So, and I'm really curious to test it with the Tokai
Yes.
and actually see all the notes. So I'm gonna put a little bit here. It might be quite hot flour, so
I'll
just
wait a
be
bit.
careful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna move this one here.
Cheers.
Chin chin.
Santé.
I love the smell.
So you can really, it's almost like, you know, when you open a packet of dry apricot?
Yes, I was thinking actually pineapple.
Yeah. There is definitely tropical notes to it.
Yeah, and some peach.
Yes.
Oh, that's.
So you can
That's
smell
amazing.
there's going to be a little bit of acidity to it as well. It's
Yeah.
not just plain sweetness. Let's taste it.
Definitely. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Curious to see with the cream now.
So let's try the cream on its own. Grazia, this is delicious.
I'm happy you like it.
And now try with, oh, have you got it together? Made for each other.
They open up all the flavor, and you
What
kind
a
of
great marriage.
So let's move to the table and let's have some fun with all the kids.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will bring my glass though.
Me too.
Let's go. So here we are around the table, and here on my left we got Charlie, and he's the son of Lee and Tom that you saw earlier on. And here on my right we got Lily and Grace. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna build the Pandoro like a Christmas tree, and we're gonna have a bit of fun together. And so we got actually cutted the Pandoro already and on to slice, and we just put them upside down. So we're gonna work on the way up. And so are we ready?
Yeah.
Yes? So do you know what is going to be the first step?
Yes.
You know, tell me about it.
First step is turn this over and put the cream on.
You got it. So let's start then all together. Let's put the bottom of the Pandoro here, and let's put a little bit of cream, and we're gonna help to spread it with the knife that you have next to you. And we're gonna just put like that. Don't be shy with the cream. We're moving to the next slide, so make sure you don't put in the same position, but you move it a bit around, so you need to fill this empty space over there, so like my one. And then you move on with the cream. Okay, so this is like kind of when you finish to build the Pandoro. If you have some extra cream, feel free to kind of top it up the empty spot. What we're gonna actually start to do is to put some icing sugar, and I'm gonna use some berries just to kind of decorate the empty spot. So there we go. There we go. You're going with the sprinkle, Grace? Yeah? Going with the icing sugar?
And you do sprinkles and icing sugar.
Yes, I'll do everything. We are, guys. Here we got the Pandoro. This is the final result, and I hope you enjoyed. And obviously, you can decorate it the way you want it. I want to thank you, all my guests taking part today, and here Lily and Grace, daughters of Fleur, and Charlie, son of Lee and Tom. I hope you loved it and try the recipe. Merry Christmas.